Every so often, there's a change, a disruption, something that has never been done before. A moment in time when everything changes. When change is needed the most. This is one of those times. What will happen when an icon in the industry enters the world's largest market with a brand new model? Records will be broken. Lives will be changed. And nothing will remain the same. If you're watching this, you could be there. At the very beginning of what will be one of the biggest shifts the industry has ever seen. Watch as we deliver on a promise and a new vision like no one has ever seen before. Whatever you do, don't miss it.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, all over the world. I want to say welcome to tonight's first Ibuumerang opportunity call. My name is Holton Buggs, better known as HB, and I'm your chairman and CEO of Ibuumerang. Guys, I want to just tell you that it's very exciting today to actually give the first evening call. I said the first call, but the first evening call that we have for the opening and pre-launch of Ibuumerang. If you're on this call today, you may be a guest, and today may be your first time on our opportunity call. It may be your second or third or fourth, and maybe even a fifth call. But you may also be one of our TSAs, our Travel Savings Ambassadors. First of all, again, I just want to congratulate you for being at the right place at the right time. And it's not all too often that we have these opportunities. Most recently, we started our pre-launch on February the 18th, and we started the enrollment process. And since then, thousands upon thousands have actually joined the Boomerang movement, the Ibuumerang movement, as we just unveiled our corporate branding and our corporate logo just this past Saturday, right here in Houston, Texas. And so that's actually where I'm calling in from. And so tonight, if you hear me and my voice sounds a little bit raspy, it's because we had a lot of people who actually came for our opening VIP grand opening event, or not grand opening, but pre-launch event that we had right here in Houston, Texas. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, not only did we do some exciting things with unveiling our company and actually some incredible training, but we had a lot of fun as well. And if you haven't done so already, we want you to make sure that you check us out at Ibuumerang. That's on Twitter, that's on Facebook, that's also on Instagram, Ibuumerang. Take a look at the spelling of it, Ibuumerang, and make sure you like our page on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well. But what I want to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to go ahead and kick us right into gear and really share with you a very short story about why Ibuumerang was actually born. For those of you who don't know, I've been a veteran in this industry of direct sales and network marketing for just a little over 28 years. This year will make 29 years in September that my wife and I have actually been students of this industry of network marketing. And unlike some people, we've had a chance to find our highest highs, and we've also had a chance to have our lowest lows. You know, we started off with our lowest lows because in our first 7 years in this industry, we never really got it to work for us. We worked very, very hard, and we were on the learning curve, but we were never able to put together enough what I call energy all at one time. And we didn't have the influence to have people want to listen to us. And for that reason, our first 7 years, we never earned in excess of $500 in any 1 month that we were actually in business. But you know what? During that time, it didn't matter. We didn't even really pay much attention to how much income we weren't earning. Why? Because it was a learning process for us. You know, growing up in a blue collar family, being the very first person to go to college, there was a lot of information that I'd never heard of before. And getting involved in network marketing and start to learn and hear certain phrases and different information, it became an eye-opening experience, and we became really addicted to the information. But what happened is, as you start to grow older, you start to understand that, you know what, money is important as well. And that was when we were able to really find the right system and get ourselves included into a system so that we can actually start earning income. In those first 7 years, never made more than $500 a month, never built a team that actually exceeded 49 distributors over a 7-year period of time. Now, I don't say that for you to feel sorry for us or anything of that nature, but what I'm letting you know is that I understand what it's like to be on that first side. I understand what it's like to be on that side, whereas there's not much success, there's not money coming in, and you're wondering, does it really work, and can I make something work for me? Well, we've been there. We've done that. Guess what? We have the t-shirt. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I have on a brand new t-shirt. A t-shirt that's actually is a revolutionary t-shirt that shows and proves that the industry of network marketing has evolved. Because right after that, when we learned the system, we went on to be able to create a lot of success, not only for ourselves, but for a lot of people. You know, over the past 10 years, we've built a team in excess of over 3 million distributors in over 60 countries all over the entire world. We've generated revenues in our team of over $3 billion. And I say that not from a bragging standpoint, but to let you know that we actually did find out what it was going to take in order to get to that other side. See, before then, we would only dream about success. And we write down our goals, and year after year after year after year, we'd have to reset those same goals because there was no achievement going on. And if you understand, and if you can identify with me, then what I want you to do is I want you to pay close attention to this presentation, because what we did through both of them, in terms of not being on one side of money and then being on the real strong side of money, what we've realized is that there were some gaps in this industry. There were some challenges that we found, because what we realized is you shouldn't have to be a Holton and Erling Buggs in order to make it work. You shouldn't have to be a person who listened to as many tapes and read as many books as we did. What we realized is this: over the last 60 plus years that the industry of network marketing has been popular, human behavior hasn't changed much. But here's what's going on, is that every single company that we saw is basically recycling the same people, the same list of names, but actually packaging it with a different company and a different compensation plan and maybe a different product. But we're expecting the exact same behaviors to take place. And we thought, what if there was a world where you didn't have to do all of the same things that happened before? What if there was a world that we can actually create a product that the product actually works harder than the distributor ever could? And it's not that we want to produce lazy people or saying that this is an opportunity that you get involved and don't have to do anything. I want to assure you there's going to be a lot of work required if you ever want to do something big. But what about taking advantage of modern technology? What if we can do something and create what we call the Uber of network marketing? See, about 5 years ago, I started to study the Uber concept, and I started to get really enthralled with how it worked and how Travis Kalanick was able to take a very simple concept of transportation and create the world's fastest growing company in the history of the world. The first thing that he did was he challenged the status quo. And he never looked at himself and said, I'm not qualified, or I don't have the credentials. He looked for a problem to solve, and he came up with an idea, and he solved the problem. Well, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 5 years, I've been putting it together in my mind of how to create the Uber in network marketing. And not do I believe it, I know for a fact we've actually done it. And so over the next 30 minutes, what I want you to do is buckle your seatbelts as we explain to you the Uber of network marketing. And we're going to do it through Ibuumerang.